Okay, we're going to look at Brock this morning. He's a sprinter also, and he's throwing about 130 feet. He'd like to improve to about 140. So let's take a quick look at his throw here. I drew this red line. The camera's moving around, so just kind of show you the importance of having a stable camera if you want to have your video analyzed. Okay, there's the line. I'm assuming this is the direction he's throwing, so I'm trying to put this line here to split the middle, because this is where when he starts out, his feet are splitting the line right about here. So, and he ends up throwing this direction kind of toward these telephone poles or whatever they are up here, these towers. Okay. So already we can see his right foot is coming way too far to the left side of that line. So you want to make sure you land your foot right on the center. So if anything, try to put a mark in the center of your circle. Figure out where you're starting at, and use your sector lines out here. I don't see any sector lines, and kind of establish your starting point and your finish point, and a spot in the middle for your foot to land. The reason you're coming out way out there is because your right foot, right here, you bend it a little bit, but then you straighten it, and you don't really hook it back in toward 12 o'clock too soon enough. It's one of the reasons I find people that stop their left foot this direction, they tend to then come around too far with the right foot. It's just my preference. I just like to have the heel and the foot come all the way down to the throwing section and not stop early. Okay, so it doesn't look like you over-rotate the left foot when it comes off. That looks good. And you are being aggressive with it. It just, you gotta keep this, you want to try to get this leg bent more and hook it around to the front and try to land it right here. Don't let it right about here. You want to shorten this leg up so it's long right here into the circle. Then you want to shorten it by letting the knee drive ahead and dropping this foot below the knee. And then this point looks pretty good. This heel's a little high. I like to keep this shin no more than horizontal. So you're a little bit high there. That'll just delay bringing the foot down. And the way your feet are aligned, they look okay for we're assuming you're throwing this direction, because that is where you're releasing. Brock said he has a problem with scratching and fouling like we have here. I was trying to see if he extends that right leg and is kind of jumping in the air, but I see the right leg is bent. See the head steady though? The head is not turning. He's just kind of throwing it with his arm, so everything's going forward. So I would turn the head. You've got the shoulder going, but I would have everything moving as one right here. Yeah, keep turning the shoulders too. And right here where you land, you're a little bit off balance here. You're leaning forward here. At this point, where your foot's flat and you feel you're going to fall out, I would just jump in the air and spin around. See, that would keep you from falling out. If you jump straight up in the air, it's likely, depending on how much forward momentum you have, how much you're leaning forward. I was thinking you were falling over to the outside the ring off balance because your foot was too far over this way, and then maybe your left foot doesn't go around far enough, but it looks okay here. But right here, you see I guess your head is between your feet. You like to see a balance. I thought earlier I was looking at this, I thought maybe you were leaning to the back a little bit, which will throw you off balance too. I tried to look at this picture right about here where you're ready to release. Make sure your head is between your feet. Okay, let's take a look at some other things now. Right here, I'd have the discus up a little bit higher. It all starts with your initial wind right here. I would start with this discus up higher here. Grab it with both hands. Your left hand right here and your right. you're starting with the too low. It just sets up your whole rhythm is off. So here it's a little bit low. You're just bringing it around. Everything else looks fine. Okay, let's go into the throw. You're turning that right foot on the big left toe. You're leaning over. I'd keep the shoulders a little more level. Keep this left arm up level with the shoulders. You just want to keep your limbs as long as possible. By having the shoulder dipping down, you're shortening this arm a little bit in the radius. Okay, we come off. Discus is behind your shoulder. That looks good. I'm trying to see where your thumb is at. Maybe I can get a picture here. Yeah, it looks fine. It's like it's about 45 degrees from the fingers, because you had some wobble in the throw, if I remember. All right, so we're pulling the discus around. Right here, you want the discus low, like here. Seems like you're already starting to bring it up higher, a little bit early. Right here, when it's facing the throwing direction, 6 o'clock, you want this discus up higher. Just about shoulder height. That's going to set up your rhythm, which having it low here, sometimes I see the throws get really wobbly. Okay, yeah, you can see there's the discus is flat. Then you see the front edge go up. Then it's down again. Then up. So you got a lot of wobble. That might take care of that. So having the discus a little lower here, coming up and down and around. Trying to see how your right foot now lands. Yeah, right here, you see how you kind of kick it forward? Instead of kicking it forward, just try to hook it around straight down. Because it's right on top of the red line right here. If you would just bring it down here. You don't want to land with a bent leg. I mean, a straight leg. You want to keep it bent, though. So you want your body to land without trying to reach for the ground here. Reaching will straighten that right leg. Kind of like looks like you're doing right there. Good separation here, though. Right foot's pointing back to 12. Left shoulder's at 12. Left foot's a little bit late here. You'd want to see that back at 6 with the discus at this point. I don't know why that is, because you seem to come off. Maybe because it's going up too high and then down and around. I guess that's a right foot landing. Maybe your upper body's just getting ahead. Let's see. You want to try to keep your hip ahead of that shoulder. This is one of the cues. When the right foot lands, I try to see the left foot here at 9, which it is, but your shoulder's already here too. Let's see how it is right here. Okay. This is a better shot. It's the angle's throwing me off a little bit, but we got the hips here now facing 12. So the shoulder's facing almost 12, a little bit past, but that's okay. You got your arm back. Now we can see your foot is at 12. So, okay, you're in a good position here. Right there. Okay. You maintain the separation right there. You see right here? I should see the back of your hand, but I don't, because you're leading the discus with the back of your hand. That's it means you're only really holding onto it with your fingertips. And to do that, sometimes you have to bend the wrist to get this discus to hold against your wrist here. It's better to lead with the discus forward and your palm forward. I don't know what point you turn that way. Right about here. This is where I normally see it. Yeah, right here. See your wrist turns and the discus is now facing the other way. You'll get a much better pull if you lead with the discus around first. With the palm side. Yeah, you can see it's flipped over right there. I don't know how you hang on to it at that point. Okay. This is good. Good shoulder level release. Shoulder level release. Looks good. Just right here, you can see you kind of just stop your shoulder. Keep going. Keep turning. Keep turning your head. Don't watch it. Keep that left arm block coming back. I guess it's okay. I'm not used to seeing the hand up here. Usually it's in line with the shoulder or the elbow here. So I guess a little bit lower. Yeah, like it is right here. Your left arm. See, keep it in that same plane. you bring the left hand up. Trying to see if there's anything else maybe causing you to fall over. Right here, you see how you get that bend in your waist going to the left? Right here. What you want to do is you bend into the right a little bit. That kind of throws your balance off to the left a little bit, I think. See, everything's kind of going to the left there. So try to lean a little bit more to the right, either totally vertical here or a little bit more to the right. But leaning to the right will extend this radius a little bit longer too. Yeah, and keep your long arm. Even after you release it, keep the arm long, keep turning the shoulder all the way around. And right here, yeah, this is the point where I would just jump in the air to try to stay in. Okay, that's about all I have. Let me know if you get another video. Thanks.